Hey y'all, I know it's been a week. Lots happened in the last week. If you're in the United States, well, not just the United States, if you're in this world, lives are turned upside down right now. Whether you, for example, my wife and I are both in school. I was taking both classes online, but I had to go have my exams proctored. Now, none of my tests are proctored. I'm just free reign taking my test as my teachers give them to us. Y'all, I apologize. I've got my partial in and it's got my speech slurred. Um, my school's turned upside down. My wife, those of you that are not familiar, I know a lot of you are because a lot of you follow me. My wife's in nursing school. This is her last, and I think I just had a glitch in my camera. This is her last semester. And the state of Alabama is not letting them finish without having all of their clinical hours in. Talking about having to go into the summer to finish, and it's putting a hardship on she and I because we have plans um, after she graduated, and now are not just because of her not being able to finish school, but because of this virus is we were going on a graduation trip for her, which we're both graduating the end of this semester, but um, she's worked really hard at her nursing stuff. So we were going to do a graduation trip. Obviously, that's not going to happen in May because this is not going to be over because China's just now starting to not have so many reports of this virus. And we know how long it's been going on in China. Um, we're going to have to cancel our trip. I'm going to have to call and cancel our reservations. And I'll just have to tell them I'll call back and reschedule our dates when we know something because right now we don't know when she's going to finish. Now, I will finish on time, but they've already sent out an email and posted it to the school's Canvas. That's what we go in to do our classes through. Um, Graduation's canceled for me, which I wasn't sure if I was going to walk or not. But hey, I will finish this semester and I will have an Associate of Science. I've already got Associate of Arts, and I'll be ready to start working on my bachelor's. Anyway, I'm fixing to do a reaction to Amberlynn, and yes, I think she should put her name back. I think she should go back to being Amberlynn Reid because that's what she's known as, and I will always call her Amberlynn. I don't care what that darn porn star says. Um, I don't see how you can do that with a name. I mean, hello, people have that name in this world. Before we get into Amberlynn's video, y'all know I have a wish list on Amazon, which is completely optional if you wish to go on Amazon and buy something from me. I mean, it's completely optional. I'm not asking you to do it, and I'm not telling you to do it. It's if you feel impelled to do so, that's nice of you. I've had Jen send me something. I've had Minnie from California. I'm not sure where she's from, but she's out on the West Coast. Minnie and Jen. Jen sent me cat food. Minnie sent me some Cavalier King Charles items. Um, Lisbeth sent me some cat food, and Lisbeth has been diligently keeping up with the cat food, wanting to know when it was going to be out. And I told her she did not have to send me anything. I thoroughly appreciate it. The cats thoroughly appreciate it. And I got another Amazon package today from Lisbeth, and Lisbeth doesn't know how much I appreciate her doing that. Um, I know the cats appreciate the food, but they can't show their appreciation. Um, Beth and I wish that Lisbeth could be here to see them enjoying the food. because they absolutely love the food. I mean, they're ferals. My neighbor was feeding them, and I don't know how old she was, but she passed away. Um, she passed away. I'm trying to remember. It hadn't been a year ago. She passed away back around Thanksgiving of this past year, and she used to feed feral cats. She had a bunch of feral cats that would come out and eat, and she would take cat food and just throw out gobs and gobs of cat food. And she fed them. I mean, those cats were healthy. They did not look like they were going without. They wouldn't let you touch them. Whew, excuse me. But they were doing very well as far as getting their food. Beth and I started putting food out for them, and I didn't start doing this until after a little while. I got to thinking her cats are probably not getting food. Maybe she's been gone for a year. She's been gone for a year back around that Thanksgiving because I've been feeding them cats back in the last year. Um, but I started putting food out for them. But by this point, that I realized they probably wasn't getting food, a lot of them had dispersed and went on their own and went other areas, or coyotes could have ate them. I don't know. I don't know where they went. Got a bobtail mama and two of her bobtail kittens that she had, Bob and Bobette, that I feed, and I have creamsicle, which is an orange tabby cat. He's a tomcat, and we have Blackie, and she's all black except for little tips on her feet, and I think she has a patch of white on her chest, maybe. But um, I just call her Blackie because she's predominantly black, and she's not nice. That cat's like, oh, she's probably got a what are those voodoo dolls somewhere? She sticks pins in it, thinking about me. She don't like me. She don't like nobody, and she don't like the other cats because she hisses it down like, woo. She's a mean one. And we have Mask, and she is a long-haired calico, but her colors are all mixed up, and she's kind of shy. She's kind of standoffish, but they were all feral. But I have got the bobtail mama, the orange tom will let me touch both of them, and Bob and Bobette, they're more friendly than any of them because they were kittens when I first started handling them. But Blackie does not like to be touched at all. She will growl, she will hiss, and she will throw her paw up at you. And Mask, I think she's just kind of shy. I think she's never hissed at me. She's never pawed at me. I think she's just shy. But anyway, I've got six that I feed regularly. I had Smokey, and bless her heart, I found her on the other side of the road, ran over a while back, and she had been with me for over a year, and she was a kitten when I first started putting food out for her. And she was raised under our carport. Her and Blackie were sisters, but Smokey would let me touch her. I don't know why she was out in the road out here, because I never saw her go to the road, but for some reason she went out to that road that one time, and somebody hit her, and I saw her laying across the road just on the edge of the road. But anyway, I get attached, y'all. I get really attached. And I had a German Shepherd that got killed, waiting to get killed. He died around 2013. Y'all, I have him cremated. He is in our curio cabinet, and my heart still aches for him. I love that dog so much. But y'all, this is our church pew over here. We've got to rearrange it because this pew, this piano, our TV table is lining, and a cabinet we keep DVDs and stuff in down there. This whole wall is wall to wall we've got, it looked okay until she got the piano, and then it filled in a huge gap, but we've got to change it around in here. It's too much. But without further ado, I'm gonna drop it. Without further ado, Lisbeth sent them canned food this time, and this is a seafood and turkey favorites. And I can't get a hold of it. Why are they? Oh, this is seafood and poultry favorites. Okay, so this is seafood and chicken, and that one is seafood and turkey. I was trying to figure out why they were different colors because I was seeing seafood, and it wasn't dawned on me. One said poultry and one said turkey. So we got seafood and chicken, and we have seafood and turkey. And Lisbeth, those babies are going to thoroughly appreciate you sending them that. Thank you so much. Y'all, please tell Elizabeth thank you for sending that. They are going to appreciate it. But I'm going to do this reaction and get it uploaded because I've got to go out and go sit with my friends while they eat their food. I sit with them every night. But yeah, here it is. Miss America. Amber Reid. Reacting to Amberlynn Reid. Let's do it together, Amberlynn.
Hey guys, so...
Hey, Porcarina. How are you, sugar dumplings? And y'all, I commented on her community tab a couple days ago, and I got called an asshole. Because I told Amberlynn that I was having trouble uploading my reactions to her, and somebody told me I shouldn't be such an asshole. Oh, okay. I'll try not to be an asshole. And y'all, I am going to get me a new laptop. I'm trying to let some of this coronavirus stuff go away. It has not in our county yet. Yes, last night they announced we had a positive test in our county. Today they said it was not in our county, that it was meant for Coffee County in Georgia. I'm in Coffee County, Alabama. Everybody was up in arms. But it's slowly from the Florida Panhandle and from North Alabama encroaching us. I think is what I'm trying to say, because the county above Coffee County, Pike County, where Troy University is at, now has cases. Houston County, a couple counties east of us on the Georgia line, has cases. The Florida Panhandle has cases. Nana lives somewhere in the Florida Panhandle. I'm not going to say where. I know where she lives, but I'm not going to say where. But she's got cases around her and her county in Florida Panhandle. Anyway, let's get into this.
I'm going to do a reaction video to one of my older videos. I actually have been watching a lot of reaction channels lately. I'm going to be one to admit that, because I am genuinely curious what people are thinking about my progress and stuff like that. And there is a reaction channel who's also on a weight loss journey that you guys probably know about. And she uploaded a video today reacting to one of my very old videos. And instead of me watching it, I figured I should react to the same video. So yes, I am copying her. So I figured, let's do this. I don't even know how this works. I hope I do this right. Let's just hope so. So this is weight loss tag January 2014. So this was 6 years ago. I uploaded on January 8th, 2014 to be exact. Okay, let's do this. Oh god, I should have worn makeup. Hey everybody, so I'm going to be doing a weight loss tag. There are 14 questions. Already, first thing I can say is my hair is so much thicker here.
You watched it?
I have not read any of the questions yet, so they're going to be all a surprise, and I'm going to be answering them as fast as I could, as fast as I can, so this isn't like a long video or anything. And if I am talking too low, it's because my
McDonald's sweet tea, not sponsored. McDonald's, I need a sponsorship. I want your sweet tea delivered to my door every day.
girlfriend's parents are sleeping in the other room, and I don't want to be too loud. Yeah, a lot of people always say, like, why is your voice so different compared to back in the day when you first started YouTube? And it's because when I first started YouTube, I lived with my girlfriend and her parents, and I was very
awkward,
shy to do YouTube. And her dad's computer was always in the room. Well, it was a hallway right next to my room where I would film a lot.
That's weird.
And I never wanted them to hear me. Plus, I was nervous. It was like a mixture of a lot of things, but I still had the same voice that I do now off of camera. So, here we go. The first question is, when did you start to gain weight? Whenever I watch these tags, I hear people say how there was like a certain time when they started gaining weight, but not for me. I was a chubby baby. And I started becoming obese when I was like 8. The lowest weight I can remember being is 290, and that was the age of 11. So when I got put on Weight Watchers for the first time. That's just bad. What was your heaviest weight? My heaviest known weight is 420 pounds. Which is so freaking hard to wrap my head around, because now 572.4, I wish I could go back and shake myself.
You mean 600 pounds. Y'all, I'm not going to pause my recording. I'm trying to see what might be throwing my volume or my voice off on here that's not matching up with my mouth. But anyway, as I said, I'm looking to get a new laptop here soon and hopefully get all this straightened out. I'm more than positive it was higher than that at one point, but that is the weight I always say as my heaviest weight is 420 pounds. What diets have you been on? I have done Weight Watchers several times. Several more now. It works, it honestly does, but I get bored with it and I end up stopping or quitting. And I've counted calories. I've done 1,200. I've done 2,200. I'm currently eating 1,800. It's so weird that then I was doing. It's so weird like this. You guys are gonna see all kinds of weirdness. So weird that I was doing 1,800 calories here. What the hell?
Right now I'm eating less than that in a day, and I weighed a lot less here. Like I was in the 300s. And I do want to say that outfit, I would never wear that now. I'm not hating on my past self. It's just I do not like that necklace at all. Magnificently. And I use MyFitnessPal, and that's about all. I have really never done any fad dieting. That's not really. But Octavia, though. Next question is.
Oh, so you admit it.
Number size or a goal on the scale? My goal is a number on the scale. I want to say my overall goal is 230 pounds. I know people who are that weight and they want to lose weight, and it makes me rethink things. Is 230 still too big? 230? How weird. I don't remember that ever being my goal, because my goal now is 60 pounds lighter than that. I want to be 170, which I feel like is never going to happen. But, that's like really weird. 230. I don't know, but if I was ever 230, I'd feel amazing. I would feel amazing.
I'm currently 369.
369.
So even thinking about being in the 200s sound absolutely incredible. Like, you have no idea. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is salmon. Cooked salmon, not raw.
Yuck.
Which is no longer my favorite food. My favorite food is samosas. It's an Indian food. It's so good.
What is your favorite?
Or Samoa? Wait, hold on.
Now?
Is it a Samoa? Okay, never. I don't even know anymore.
What is your favorite? I don't know what that means. Is that still what is my favorite food?
Girl, you thinking about those Girl Scout cookies, Samoa cookies. We know where you're thinking.
Food, if so, it's salmon.
Salmon is disgusting.
I don't know if that's like asking what was my favorite food, like bad food, and then what is my favorite food now that I'm on a diet. I don't know. Either way, my favorite food is salmon. It is delicious. What food will you not give up? I will not give up anything. I believe in moderation.
Queen of moderation was even there back then.
Because that is what makes me want to binge. That is what makes me feel like I am closed in a cage. I still have sweets every single day, and I'm still losing weight.
Y'all, I've had weight loss surgery. I do not limit myself on what I can eat, and I agree with her. I eat what I want to in moderation. If I want a piece of cake, it's going to be a little bitty skinny piece of cake. But I'm not going to tell myself I can't have something. I will moderate myself on it.
Every single day.
I did.
I'm a lot healthier now, though. I'm eating a lot more healthier foods, but I do still eat what I want.
I don't know how hot it is around the country. It was like 85, almost 90 degrees here today. Our air conditioner, our central unit, cannot keep up. It is so hot. It needs to rain, settle the pollen. I hope y'all are a little bit cool. I saw New York City, was trying to remember, like in the 40s today maybe, and it was like nearly 90 here. I mean, I am dying. It is so hot.
I think this was my downfall, to be honest, because before I started YouTube, I reached 331, which was my lowest, which is when I lost the 89 pounds. And I didn't allow myself sweets, nothing. I was very strict when I lost 89 pounds. And then I ended up gaining, it was about 40, 45, something like that. And eventually I was like, okay, let's start a YouTube channel. Let's change my diet completely. And that's when I allowed myself sweets and, those type of snacks and stuff. And from that point on, I reached 572.4. So in that moment, I wish I wouldn't have done that to myself. Because, there's just a lot of things I look back at now and be like, okay, so that was my downfall.
I can't imagine ever depriving myself because it just does not work for me.
I think I was making excuses.
So I don't give up anything. How do you reward your accomplishments? I do not reward myself because I have nothing to give myself, really. I mean, I'm proud of what I do. I'm normally not really proud of myself, but lately I have been, and that could be in a reward, me being proud of myself, because I really never am, but lately I really am, and I'm very happy with where I'm at right now and how well I'm doing, and I hope more than anything my mind frame stays like this, because it feels great to be back on track again. What will you do at goal? I'm assuming that is what will you do when you're at your goal weight. My goal weight is 230. I have no idea what I'll do. I'll probably pass out. So if you're around me, please have 911 available. Totally joking. I don't know what I'll do. I hope more than anything that I'm not the only one that's proud. I hope that people around me are proud. And even my mini goal of 299 pounds, I hope people ravish in my accomplishments. I really do.
I'm ravish in my compliments. I don't know if that makes sense, but I get what I'm saying there because I feel the same way. Like, it's nice to have people like feel proud of you because some things in life are just like really hard to do.
What in the hell are those ghetto superstar earrings she's wearing?
And I know that losing weight then and now was just like a big thing, you know, in my life, and to be able to accomplish that, I wanted people to really just be proud, obviously, and I want that now too.
I really don't like to be like center of attention, but I want everybody to be proud of me when that happens, because honestly, I can't imagine being in the 200s. So once I am, I don't know, I just want like a celebration with words and congratulations. Honestly, I don't know if that sounds selfish, but yeah, I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about.
Everyone wants to be congratulated on hard work that they put in. I guess that's why I was so just like really wanting that then.
What diet or plot are you following now? I'm doing my Fitness Pal and I'm eating 1,800 calories. Favorite body part?
My hair.
I guess my hair or my eyes when I have makeup on, because right now I'm looking quite scary. I should have put makeup on.
Girl, you're young and you look
but I
gorgeous.
didn't feel like putting makeup on. I don't wear makeup every single day, but I do wear makeup every single time I leave this house because I do not like how my eyes look without makeup. But
yeah, I used to never leave the house without makeup on. It was very weird, and now I don't care.
That's just how it is. What are your non-scale goals? I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. I feel like more than anything, I just want to be able to walk up and down the stairs, or mainly up the stairs, without feeling completely like I'm about to die. No, I don't feel that bad, but I get out of breath way too easily, and I just don't want that. I know once I lose even 30 more pounds that, you know, that won't happen as often.
That's hard to watch because I remember how I felt walking up and down the stairs when I lived there. It was not that bad, like at all. Thinking about it now that would be bad. So it's crazy how I just felt so fat there. I felt so unhealthy. I felt so...
Y'all, she was pretty. I mean, she wasn't ugly to me. I thought she was pretty then. But now her face and all is just shaped so weird. I thought she was cute in that other video.
Winded, and I felt all these things that it's not even like real. I mean, to me then that was my worst, and I felt miserable, like death, whatever. But it's like that girl there had no idea how this girl now would feel, and it's like I didn't know anything worse then. So it felt like the end of the world. It was weird.
Because it's really embarrassing more than anything, and it just shows how unhealthy I am, and I really don't like that. So that is one of my main goals, I guess you can call it, is to not just be so out of breath. It's just bad. It's just not.
It wasn't even that bad.
What makes losing weight hard for you? I'm a food addict. I'm not afraid to admit that. I come from a family of addicts, but different type of addicts. My parents both do drugs, and I was put into foster care at a very young age, and I turned to food, and I became...
Yo, seriously, I've got to feel sorry for her. I mean, seriously, I give her hell, I know, in my videos, but seriously, I feel sorry for her. I mean, I grew up in a house that my parents were both still married to each other. They're still together now. And I believe this year, I'm trying to remember, this year or next year will be 50 years. Um, I didn't grow up in a house and experience stuff like that. My daddy and mama weren't alcoholics. They weren't drug users. My parents didn't smoke. Um, Although I did smoke for a while, for a few years, but I quit. I threw that habit down, thank God. But I couldn't imagine growing up in a house where both of your parents were drug addicts. I can't.
I'm addicted to it, and it became my best friend. It became my go-to. It became my medicine. It made me feel good when I wasn't feeling good. And if you're like that for 22 years, how do you stop doing what you know so well? Just, I have so many triggers. I have, it's hard for me with diets and weight loss. It's just hard. It really
I agree.
is, because any little thing could set me back. I'm just at a loss for words at how much food has pretty much, made me who I am today. I mean, I don't really want to get into it too much, but I'm a food addict, and it's embarrassing to say, and it's not an excuse. I truly, really am, and I am trying my hardest not to turn to food when I'm feeling sad, because that is what made me morbidly obese, and I just don't want to be that person anymore. I just can't be. It's unhealthy. It's bad.
I'm sorry. It's just... I let myself down. I let her down. And it's like so crazy because I want to hug her, but I am her. Like, I just seem like a completely different person. Like, this is surreal. Like, that's one of the reasons why I'm so glad that I started YouTube, and I can go back and watch things like this, and I hope one day I can go back and, watch this video and see how far I've come. And it just sucks, and it's also scary because the unknown, because even here in the video I'm reacting to, I thought the same thing. I thought, I cannot wait to come back to this video and watch how far I've come. It's just the future is so unknown,
I need to find
so
alternatives to food when I'm feeling down, because I'm just going to get more and more unhealthy if I continue being the way I was for those 22 years. And it's that simple. And that is what makes weight loss hard for me. The last question is, would you ever consider weight loss surgery? Whenever I visit my mom, because I have not lived with her in a very long time, and whenever we'd see each other and we'd talk about my weight, she'd always bring up gastric bypass surgery, and she really truly believed that that was what I should do and the best, for me. It's not that she didn't believe in me, it's just that that's just always where her mind went. And about, a year and a half ago, I found out that I had gallstones, and that the surgery to get my gallbladder removed would be how would I put it? The surgeon told me that I am at risk because of how big I am, and he suggested that I get gastric bypass surgery. And for a minute there, I was like,
Well, it ain't something that you just go in and say, "Hey, I want to have this surgery." Um, you have to work up to having this surgery, and people's insurance are different. Doctors are different. I had a 6 month waiting period. I had to prove I could lose the weight to be able to be approved by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama to have the weight loss surgery. But I'm trying to remember, a month or two after I had gastric sleeve surgery, I ended up having to have my gallbladder removed because I went into a gallbladder attack or gallstone attack or whatever you call it. Oh, but anyway, y'all, I hurt so bad with my gallbladder, and I'm glad it's gone. But anyway,
that might be my only option. But
I notice in this video, and I think during these times, I was a much more, how do I word it, maybe understanding person, because I remember that visit very well. And the surgeon was actually really rude to me, and it's something I talk about still to this day, because I had told him that I lost 60 pounds in like 5 months, and he was saying how it wasn't good enough and how I could do better with gastric bypass. And I just think it's eye-opening.
I'm going to tell you what, this is my personal experience with gastric sleeve. I went in and had the surgery, and I weighed 301 pounds the morning I went in and had surgery. And I lost the weight rapidly. And those of you that haven't been following me long may not know this. I wound up having Graves' disease, and my thyroid was overactive. My family physician was scared I was going to go into a thyroid storm. So he sent me to see an endocrinologist, and the endocrinologist diagnosed me with the Graves' disease and put me on medication to slow it down and to get my thyroid under control. And my first visit, the doctor told me, he said, you're probably going to gain weight back. And I've gained a whole bunch back. I'm considering going in to see my weight loss doctor about having a revision done. I don't know if I will or not. Y'all, I mean, now my thyroid is not even active at all, and I'm just gaining weight. Looking at a glass of water, I gain weight. I've never heard her mention her thyroid, so I don't know if she has thyroid problems or not, but mine's not even, y'all, Beth will tell you, I don't even have to eat and I gain weight. I mean, it's just that bad now.
That I didn't mention it in this video, because knowing me now, I would have, and I probably would have tore him apart, because I probably would have been thinking, wow, he doesn't think that I did really good. Like, I feel like my mind now is so warped, and I don't know if it's with age, because I'm almost 30 or what it is, but it's just so crazy to me that here I didn't even think of mentioning that visit like broke me, and I felt miserable afterwards. And I almost want to take my younger self's, advice and just stop reading into things so much. Maybe I think that's like my issue, is I read into things too much, and then I worry about them for too long, and I didn't do that.
To be honest with you, I don't think I'd ever get it. If you have it, I'm like proud that you're not so fearful of it, because I'm fearful of surgeries, and on top of that, I am fearful of what might happen if I ever get a weight loss surgery. I
still
feel
feel
like
that way
if
now.
I was to do this, I want to do it myself, only because
Well, I tried diets. I tried and tried and tried and tried, and I was very unsuccessful at them. I failed myself miserably time and time again. I was afraid of getting weight loss surgery because I was afraid of the unknown. But after I came to and I got it walking, and I was like, gastric sleeve was not that bad. I don't know about gastric bypass because I have not had gastric bypass. I mean, I can understand her fear of having weight loss surgery. Of course, in gastric sleeve, they cut out like 90% of your stomach or something. I can't remember now. It's been almost 2 years ago since I had surgery. Gastric sleeve, of course, your stomach's still there. They just reroute your everything around. But I was afraid of the unknown. But after I had it, I wasn't afraid of it no more. But of course, it was over with. But gastric sleeve's not as bad as it sounds.
I feel like in a way it's easier. Those people who get surgery, I am so amazed at the power.
It's not easier. I mean, yes, you have gastric sleeve surgery or you have gastric bypass surgery. Um, it sounds easier, but the struggle is real after you have the surgery because you still have the mindset of, oh my God, I want to eat 2 hamburgers, and you try cramming food in and you can't. And you take one bite too many and you just hurt because you have overstuffed your pouch. And I was told I wouldn't be able to throw up again after I had this surgery. I can. Some people can't. I have one of my best friends. He cannot. Um, his wife can. He cannot. I can. All I do is go lean over the toilet. But I ain't gonna give you all the details. It just depends. Some people can and some can't. My family physician said I would never be able to throw up again. I can throw up, and it's not hard. But anyway,
Power that they have to do that, because I feel like getting surgery might be the harder route. And I am like amazed at people who do that. I know a lot of people who do that, and it's to each their own. And no matter how you lose weight, though, it's hard. It is. It really is. But with surgery, I feel like the only surgery that I'll be like, hell yes for is to remove my extra skin once I have it.
I was so worried about that back then. That was my big worry, was extra skin, and it's like so annoying now because it's like if I would have just lost the weight then, I wouldn't have had as much extra skin because A, I was younger.
at my heaviest, after I lost all that weight, my skin still wasn't really loose. I guess it depends on the person. Mine's kind of, I guess I still had like a loose roll around my waist, but I didn't really have that much loose skin.
B, I wasn't as big as I am now. C, I didn't have lymphedema.
I never
D,
had
I was a lot
lymphedema.
healthier to go under for surgery. And I have so many regrets that it is unbelievable. Like watching this, like tears me apart. It's very rare that I go back and watch videos this old. I go back and watch videos from like a year ago or 2 or 3, but this old, it is hard to watch.
I don't have insurance, I don't have income, so I have no money, but I'm hoping one day.
You have income now, but you still don't have insurance.
If I have, I know I'm going to have a lot of extra skin, so I'm hoping one day down the line I can, have a job and save money and be able to,
I blessed now, because I didn't have money at all back then. I was very, very grateful for my girlfriend's parents and the roof that they gave me over my head, and just how generous and sweet and kind they were and everything they helped me with. And it's very nice to know that I do have the money saved now for when that time comes, if that time comes. And I really hope that it does, because I want a better future for myself. I'm going to be 30 this year, and it's terrifying, honestly.
Shut the front damn door. She's going to be 30.
Surgery, but weight loss surgery, no, I'd never get it. I do want to do this myself. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry it ran a little longer than I thought it would be. But if you're watching this, I tag you, and yeah, so if you guys do this, please let me know down in the comments, because I'd love to watch it. And I think that's it. So just again, thank you for watching, and if you're unsubscribed, subscribe. And if you like
oh my god, okay, I was gonna quote my little quote, because I used to say, and if you're not smiling, smile. Bye. Like when I first started YouTube, I would do that a lot. Wow. Okay, so she said that if you're watching this, I tag you. So I might in the future have to redo that tag. That was so surreal to watch. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I feel kind of speechless. I am going to end this video. I really hope this actually worked. And if it did, then let me know if there are any other videos that you guys want me to react to. I'm not really like a reaction channel. I'm not really good at reacting, but just wanted to try something different. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you.
Okay. I don't really have anything else to say, because I've said enough, I guess, during the video. But I hope you are all staying well. I hope you're all able to avoid getting this coronavirus that's going around. Our governor and our state superintendent of the public school system called school today. I believe they're doing homeschool for the rest of the year, but they are not having traditional school. I feel sad for the seniors, because they're missing out on the rest of their senior year. The school that I went to, that my niece and nephew go to, my niece is a junior. They have junior senior prom, and they've called the prom. They've already bought dresses for all these. My niece has bought 2 dresses, because she bought one for hers, and another guy asked her to his prom, and she bought a dress to his prom. A lot of money been spent. As a matter of fact, tomorrow they were supposed to be having junior senior prom at Kinston, where I graduated from. This coronavirus has got the whole world turned upside down. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to end it here, because this is a rather long video. I see I'm almost at 50 minutes. I'm going to get it uploaded. If it'll upload, I've had problems with my uploads lately. Y'all have a good night, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.